Today, I'm reviewing this MX Brio webcam by Logitech. A really quick unboxing here. We're going to open this up. On the lid of the box is, we'll call it a quick start guide. And then we have the camera itself. It does have a film covering the lens. And it appears there is a built-in shutter cover. And you just rotate the perimeter of the lens to open and close that. So easy way to have privacy. You're not going to have to worry about Post-it notes or duct tape or unplugging the USB. You can just rotate this open and shut. There is also the gripper to hold on to your monitor. And it does have some pretty good adjustability here, saying where this part in the garbage. So it'll grip your monitor. And there's a magnetic lock here for the camera to this base, which is a nice change. I don't know if I've seen a camera with that before. It does have your tilt, and then you can just totally remove the camera if you need to do so. Further going into the box, we're going to lift this bottom piece here, and inside, at the very bottom, we have, looks like a little setup card and safety compliance information. Inside this little box, we have a heavy-duty USB-C cable. And nice touch here is the kind of Velcro wire management there. It's always appreciated when we do that. I'll now put up some video of a more traditional webcam, and then we'll compare that to the video quality coming out of this Brio. And right now I'm recording on the MX Brio. This is using the input of 4K resolution, but then I'm kind of downsampling to just the full HD of 1920 by 1080. And what we're going to do is compare the way this video looks. We're going to change this to just native 1920 by 1080, and then we'll compare it to an older Logitech camera just to see how the technology's changed. One thing that I'll kind of point out, I've looked at these, the MX Brio does have a wider viewing angle. So when I switch to the older Logitech camera, you will see that it's going to be more zoomed in. And what I've done is switch this to 1920 by 1080 as the camera resolution, and it's also the video output resolution. See if there's any difference in the perceived quality of this. To me, it still looks very good. I'm not seeing a lot of shining here, which you may see a little bit different when we switch to the next camera. And what I've done is now switch to an older Logitech. This is a C920. What I've noticed when I did an earlier recording is that the audio is a little bit more out of sync on the C920, where with the Brio, the audio stayed really in lockstep. I'm not sure if that's going to show on this recording as well, but the colors seem more muted here, so the MX Brio does have, in my opinion, nicer colors. I'm not as big a fan of how wide of a field of view the camera has. I prefer it to be a little bit narrower. And we're now back to the Brio. In my opinion, this has a better video quality overall. To me, I'm seeing more even skin tones. I'm not seeing as much peaking as far as the brights getting blown out like they were on the older camera. This seems to be a very good quality camera. In my opinion, the audio is very good for a webcam. The camera is a little pricey, but you are getting pretty good quality here. I think it's still a pretty decent value for the money. I'm going to rate this camera 5 out of 5 stars.
Alright, here is the inside of a T5. Now, I believe some versions do not have this pad here. Instructions that I saw from Andy Cine, the one they had didn't have a pad, so let's see about getting that guy off. Okay. Alright, that pad just easily peels right off. Alright, now what we need to do is again, we have two Phillips head screws here. Having gloves on kind of reduces my dexterity here a little bit. Alright, there's